Hey, here we go. Another one. Talking. Shh. We got lots of. I feel like we're finally going in a direction now. Once again, got some movie reviews in the can that we'll be working on editing and dropping later this week. So that should be fun and getting everybody else in their temporal distortions worked out. But I feel like we're doing well. Let me add somebody to the stage. This guy's pretty electrifying.
Was what's going on, guys?
Oh, nice shirt. Very super.
Well, we weren't talking about wrestling, so I figured I'd put the real man on while I drank my Superman drink.
The real man.
Uh-oh. Super
Yeah,
put some super hair on your chest.
and on your face, but not on your head.
Israel, bienvenido.
What's up, man?
All right, so what do we got going on this week? We can continue talking about Dangal, our wrestling movie, or we could talk about Bloodsport. We also have, let's see, Mortal Kombat dropped, Masters of the Universe dropped. I didn't see Mortal Kombat, but I did see Masters of the Universe last night.
I didn't see Masters, but I saw Mortal Kombat.
There you go. So Masters, we saw it at 10:30 p.m., which means after the lagging parts of it, it got started at like 11 p.m. And a lot of times, are we excited about Supergirl? Fuzzy, if they're looking for excitement, then Fuzzy's the one.
I am stoked for it, dude. I am stoked. I'm not only am I getting fucking Supergirl, but I'm getting Lobo. So I'm finally getting a live action Lobo that doesn't look silly as shit. Like it actually looks legit. Like I'm stoked. I'm ready. And not
Yeah,
just that. This week also Furious comes out. And it's from the guys who made the movie The Raid, the greatest action movie ever. So same guys got together and made a new movie called Furious.
Oh
I didn't
yeah.
know the creators of Ong Bak made the raid too.
They're the Raid, dude. I'm telling you, best action movie ever. Fucking slapping people, fucking doing that.
So
You know
it's not
the
just about bug spray.
That's my kung fu, man. All right, don't mess with my kung fu. Sorry, guys. I was pressing books too.
no,
That
I
one's
uh,
done.
I saw the trailer for Furious. Thank you, and that looks excellent. I definitely do want to see that. But I haven't gotten around to seeing any of the new films out. It's kind of hard to get motivated to go to the theater these days.
It really is. It really is. But I do feel that the time that we had our hiatus was appropriate.
Yeah, because there was nothing.
There
Nothing.
wasn't, and I feel like that much like an anaconda when it eats a horrible meal, it has to pass through the whole snake and come out the other end. I feel
Yep.
like most of the horrible stuff is going to be coming out the end, and we can actually start chewing on some delicious nutria or whatever anacondas eat.
I don't
That's right.
know.
Spider Man's coming out too. You're right. I forgot about that.
I don't know. The thing is that I don't because I think a lot of this stuff was in production during the dark times. I think we still have uh, lot of material that is like a holdover from those times. So I don't
I
have a
don't
lot of.
disagree. I don't disagree with that at all.
I mean, I've heard a lot of good things about Masters of the Universe, and I can't speak to it because I haven't seen it, but I will say that it still shows that we haven't got past everything. That they've made both Man at Arms and Triclops. They cast black men for them when they're clearly not that in the originals. Um, and that's not a statement against Idris Elba. I know everybody's gonna say Idris Elba's a great actor. No
You
one's
took
saying,
the words right out of my mouth. I was about to
no
say,
one's
it's
saying he's
Idris
not a great actor.
Elba.
He's not Duncan. Okay, well,
He's
would you
Idris
be okay?
Elba.
Would you be okay if they cast Idris Elba as Superman as Clark Kent?
Yep.
You're
I'm
full of
okay
shit.
with it.
You're
I'm
full of
so
shit.
okay with it. No,
That stands for
dude,
shit.
I'm telling you, I said it last week. I said when they said Idris Elba was going to be James Bond, I went, okay, I'm good. I can see that. I'm with
If
it. I,
if you take the opinion that James Bond is a persona that is played by different British agents, I can buy that. But if you take the position that Bond is the same guy every time, it's a problem.
Well, I would say this. I would say that 007 could be played by different British agents, but James Bond, that
well,
name would have
and
that would have to be exclusively by one dude.
the last Bond, they kind of hint to that because they give the girl the 007 moniker, and she's pretty much the female, version of him. So they kind of hint to that. I like to believe that it is just the guy. You know what I mean? James Bond. He's James Bond. You don't pass it along. But in every, I've never been a person that's like, all right, it's got to be this way. Like if you keep the heart and soul of it the same, then I'm okay with it. But if you like totally change it just to change it for no reason, that's when I get upset. I'm like, okay. But like Idris Elba again, I think he's a great actor. He's got the intensity, you know what I mean? I mean, I don't think he needs it for Man at Arms. I agree with you on that. Like that's like taking your Ferrari out for a fucking stroll, you know what I mean? And trying to go super fast. I just, he's a Ferrari. You don't need to put him in this. This is just something, on the side. But they were like, "We'll pay you some money." Okay, I'll do it.
Is Tila Nate? Because like you're the only one that saw it, right? So
Sure.
Is Tila his daughter?
Tila is his daughter, and she's played by Veronica from Riverdale.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty hot, dude.
Oh yeah, no, dude, that is the only one I liked in that whole show, and I felt dirty for liking it, dude. I was, oh no, I don't like that. No, don't like that.
Is she a mixed race actress?
I think she's Latina.
Yeah, she's Latina, but
She
got
she,
like a.
she didn't look like she would have Idris Elba for a dad for sure.
Because her mom, I mean, if they're playing it by canon, her dad is Man at Arms and her mom is the sorceress, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Marina Baccarin is the sorceress. So she looks like she could be Marina Baccarin's daughter, to be truthful.
Gotcha.
But she doesn't look like if you mixed Marina with Idris, it just doesn't.
Look, man,
And look,
Eternia, the rules don't apply.
No,
Okay?
they do apply.
Just go with that.
Go with that. Eternia's got its rules, bro. Eternia's got. So look, I've been consistent on this for a long time. I didn't like Idris Elba being cast as Heimdall. I thought it was inappropriate and outside the context of the Norse pantheon. And the way that I look at it is that even though we're dealing with fiction and fantasy and all this kind of stuff, you're still dealing with biographies of fictional characters, right? You can't cast a black man as Steve Rogers. You can't cast a black man as Clark Kent. You can't cast a black man as Peter Parker. That's not how that works. Now, I know people are going to say, oh, multiverse, this and that. We all know that the multiverse is a ridiculous plot device, and it's just done by lazy writers in order to inject dumb ideas into a story rather than actually keep things consistent and in line with canon. But the thing is that these are biographies. We can't allow this kind of stuff to happen. It's why there's so much pushback going on with Nolan's Odyssey right now, and I think rightly so. The casting alone is a huge red flag. And I'm not even talking about how the movie itself is going to come out. You can't do this stuff. And I think most of the viewing public is frankly tired of it.
Well, someone was
I don't want to disagree with that, but here's what I will say. Excuse me, Fuzzy. When you've got Ram Man and Trapjaw and Mechanic and all these different things, it's just hard to have that be the place where you suspend your disbelief. And aside from that, now I agree with you generally. I agree with James Bond. I agree with you generally. But in the case of off-world uber ultra fiction, I feel like it's still held up okay. Because
can you make Prince Adam black?
Well, Prince is black.
If it's Idris Elba, it could be anything. Anything. He could be the dog. He could
I'm
be
not
Scooby Doo.
I'm not
There's
there.
Battle Cat.
I'm not there with that. If you told a story that came out of Africa and you cast a white man for it, it would be as
Prince
inappropriate.
Adam. Prince Adam was still a weenie, and they did a
Yeah.
really good job making him a weenie.
So you didn't-
It was solid, and there was some cornball jokes and different things, and they're like I don't want to do. It's too early for spoilers, but I think it was creative how they came up with the names of all the different characters. You know, like it was you know, like He-Man. They give an origin of the He-Man name and the Ram-Man name and Mechadek, all the different names, and it was funny and clever the way they did it, and it was consistent with the story that they were telling. And I didn't get any feeling that the women were going to win fights by being more manly than men. Like if a woman won a fight, she did it in a way that a woman could win a fight, if that makes sense.
Sure.
You know, because
By showing her boobies.
I should have won all the fights like that.
That's how Liz
You know-
gets. That's how Lizard gets Jaded Geek and all. That's why he's wearing them glasses all the time. She goes, "Look at this," and then he goes, "Ah, stop me again."
No, I generally agree with Jaded on most of this stuff. I just feel like that there are scenarios, and this falls in the realm of those scenarios,
Right.
where
but can you cast a black man as Prince Adam?
Can you? Yes.
No-
Should
yeah,
you?
can you or should you?
Clearly.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the thing.
Can you? Yes.
Should you cast a black man as Prince Adam?
So here, look at this one. They should make Tarzan and cast Michael B. Jordan as Tarzan, but Disney wouldn't have the balls.
Israel, you are 100% correct, and this is why you know that race swapping
Again, I'm gonna wait.
is
Wait a minute.
BS. You can't
You
do
just said
that
it.
because they know what that means.
You just said a name of an actor that, again, I feel the same way about Idris Elba. I don't care. Michael B. Jordan could be Thomas the Train for all I give a fuck, dude. I will sit down and I will watch that shit. Michael B. Jordan, American fucking actor royalty.
Look, I'm not hating on Michael. I'm not hating on Michael B. Jordan.
No,
but-
I know, but I'm just saying.
That horrible Fantastic Four movie.
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was. Okay, you bring up his one bad movie, okay, that he probably
I don't
did
think
for a
I've ever
friend.
seen. What other movies has he been in?
Black
He was
Panther.
Killmonger.
Oh,
Black Panther. Creed.
Creed.
Sinners.
wait, is he the guy that has like 500 kids?
Oh, I don't know.
No,
That I don't know.
that's
Nick
what's
Cannon.
his face? Nick Cannon,
That's
yeah.
Nick Cannon. Okay.
No, but this dude is legit. Like, he's a legit actor. Like, I'll see anything that guy does.
My point, Nate, is that if you can't recast Prince Adam as a black man, you can't do it for Duncan either. You have to be consistent.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
And
disagreeing with
again,
you.
I'm not saying that Idris Elba did a poor job acting in any of the Thor movies. He's great. He's a great actor. He's not appropriate for Heimdall. That's all.
I'm it's Idris Elba, so that's gonna always be my answer. If
You know what he should do? You know what?
There's
Fuzzy,
certain
hear me
actors
out.
you guys are gonna bring up. You're gonna bring up to me, and I'm gonna
Idris
go.
Elba should go into
Yeah.
wrestling, and his finishing move will be the Idris Elbow.
Dude, I'm down. I would watch that. I would take my money. Just take it all, dude. I'm fine with that. There are actors, again, I think we talked about it like a long time ago, but there's really no more movie stars, right? Like, there's no more Tom Cruises. Like, there's very few of those out there that can drive a movie just because they're in it.
Yes.
He is one of those guys where I know that because I know young people that say that and older people that say that, where they go, "Oh, Idris Elba's in this movie. Oh, okay, yeah, let's see this." They don't care about the plot. They're just like, "Oh, I like that guy. I'll go watch him." Like, do his thing. So, and that's hard to find anymore. So I get why they put him in that movie, because that's part of it. Because you have a no name really as He-Man. You have Jared Leto, who they don't want to even fucking say. Literally, they say nothing about in the trailers or anything that he's in the movie as Skeletor, right? So the only name you have in that fucking movie is Idris Elba.
Yeah.
So I
So
get it. That's why I'm not like hating on it. I'm like, okay, wait, Nate, answer me this, please answer me
sure.
this, because I'm going to see it either tomorrow or Wednesday. He holds the sword up. He says the line. Does he hold it out in front of him and say it?
No, and
Fuck.
he doesn't point the sword at Battle Cat either. But
Oh,
not. Here's the thing, though. He has to figure out what the words are. Like he doesn't get like a book with it. There's
I
a
don't care.
it-
I'm mad
what
now.
what they're
Fez is
doing makes
pissed.
sense. And also when he does it several times and they don't recycle the shot. So are you upset with that too? Or they
I
have
don't
it
give two.
like
I don't.
it's a new shot every time.
You guys all sound like the fucking Charlie Brown teacher right now. Give me 2 seconds, dude, because I'm really upset right now. All I asked was for you to say, "I have the power." That's it. That's fucking it. Like every
He says I
fucking.
have the power.
But he doesn't. He doesn't do that, right? He does like I have the power, like that. I have the power.
He
I got a
holds it
semi
up.
right now because of that.
He holds it up. He gets struck by lightning. The whole thing goes black. Then he gets the suit on. Like he gets buffer. The belt chest thing with the H on it comes.
But he doesn't hold it out and say, I have the power.
He says, I have the power while holding the sword up. But he doesn't hold it in front of him like Bruce Lee with nunchucks.
I hold aloft my magic sword and say, yeah, doesn't he say it though when he has it up? And then he holds it this
he says,
way,
by the
and then he
power of
points it at Battle
Grayskull.
Cat.
He goes, by
Oh,
the
that's
power of
right.
Grayskull. And then he gets
And
struck
then
by
he turns,
lightning.
and then he
And he goes,
holds it, and
I
he
have the
points at Battle Cat.
power.
Or points it at Cringer. You're right. I had to
Yeah, I
replay
did.
Do
I
they,
that.
did.
And give
do
me a
they do the
second.
do they
It's
do
been
that
50
classic
years.
He-Man theme at any point?
I think they have it hidden in like more updated. It's not just like John Tesh with the keyboard doing it.
He's not like He-Man and the Master. They don't do that.
Good night, Israel. Thanks for showing up.
See you later, my man.
Asked a question about 8 Billion Genies. Yes, I've read it.
Love 8 Billion Genies.
They need to turn that into a TV show.
They don't have the scene where he like runs toward the screen as I'm the most powerful man in the universe. Nothing like that.
They can't
Do they give us a PSA at the end of the fucking movie? If they do that, I will give them all the fucking credit. I would literally if they literally were just like, and that's why we don't play with fire.
And
that was G.I. Joe.
They did that.
But so was He-Man the same way.
He-Man had PSAs.
End credit scene, like you go through all the credits and all the people that sat there at the end saying, you should be standing every hour and a half and walking around after like a 3-hour movie or something.
Yeah.
That would have been brilliant. That would have been their PSA. All of your
If they make a sequel, they better do that. We gave them the idea. They better do it, dude. That's fucking that.
Well, I don't know. I heard it's not doing well at the box office. I kind of doubt we're going to get a second movie.
I think everyone was so excited for Scary Movie 5 because that took the #1 spot, but everyone ended up being so disappointed at it because I know a lot of people that went Friday to see Scary Movie and then Sunday they were like, well, we might as well go see He-Man, and they said they liked He-Man better than Scary Movie, which blew me
The
away. I was
theater
like,
was
really?
fairly full for 10:30 p.m.
I think my brother went and saw it with Lucas. Give me your phone. Let me text him and see if I think they went to the movies and they saw it with Lucas.
Like my kids actually want to see that movie. They were like, Dad, can we go see He-Man? I'm like, yeah, we can go fucking see He-Man all day. Let's go.
My wife stayed awake through it too. Usually, if we go to movies at 10:30 p.m., she tries, bless her heart, but it doesn't happen.
So I heard that Jared Leto, unlike basically every other movie he's been in, he did well in this movie.
I liked it. I didn't even know it was him. That's probably why I liked it.
Yeah, like a lot. Everyone kept telling when I brought it up to someone, I was like, "Yeah, Jared Leto's Skeletor," and they're like, "No, he's not." I'm like, "Yeah, he is, dude." And then they looked it up and they're like, "Oh shit, he is." I was like, "Yeah, dude." I was like, That's what blew my mind." I was like, "We they didn't learn from the Joker, so they fucking were like, here's Skeletor."
You know, I feel like he was unfairly shit on for his Joker. I don't think his Joker was as bad as people made it out to be.
Well,
It's the worst out of the ones that we have gotten. I agree. It's
yeah.
not bad. It's the
Yeah.
worst out of what we've gotten.
Yeah, I think that's the hard thing is that he was following on the heels of the likes of Mark Hamill and Heath Ledger. It's really. Oh, and then Joaquin Phoenix. I mean, it's like
Phoenix was after his though.
Was it?
Yeah, it was after, but again, like
Suicide Squad was.
I have a hard time with those tertiary DC movies, like where they fit in the timeline.
All that matters is Man of Tomorrow's coming, and Lex Luthor is in the fucking suit fighting Superman. Dude, you seen them pictures?
No.
They have leaked pictures of Superman battle damage.
Are they in
and
front of
have
the Hall of Justice?
I didn't see. All I know
Is
is
the
that
suit
he's
purple
in.
and pink or purple and
It
green
is
or whatever?
neon green. It's neon green, and he's fucking in the mecha suit, the Lex mecha suit, and they're fighting. And I'm like, yeah, that's awesome.
I just don't have any confidence in James Gunn. And
is it Zombieland? Is it Zombieland, Luthor?
No,
that was the other.
That was Zack Snyder's.
That was Snyder's.
Oh, that was horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
It's like you shouldn't be able to just bitch slap Lex Luthor.
I could. I'm Superman. And I taught Bruce Lee. Remember? I told you. I know this shit.
Keep up, Nate.
Time traveling. It doesn't matter if he died before you were born. You were there.
I'm gonna make that rumor happen. You're gonna see it on like my Wikipedia. Supposedly he taught Bruce Lee. Like, I fucking did it.
Bruce Lee Shidoshi.
Well, Mortal Kombat was I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it either. It was just like like it was just that you could watch it at home and you're good. You know what I mean? Like even like the fighting, right? Like you watch every other character fight.
Is it better than the first one?
Oh,
because the first one, it was filmed during the ridiculous lockdown, and you could tell that they had to go through, like, everything was contained on sets.
Yeah,
and it was like they would let 10 people into the set to do the filming, and they had to go through a ridiculous protocol before they went in there. And if somebody sneezed, they stopped the filming or whatever.
Well, think of remember in like the early 2000s when they did like Charlie's Angels wire work, how they would just like kind of like float backwards and then just do like a weird kick.
You mean you're misquoting the right. That came from Crouching Tiger.
No. I'm talking Charlie's Angels, like where
I know.
But
Charlie's
Tiger
got
looks
it from
good.
Crouching Tiger.
I know, but no, Crouching Tiger looks good. Charlie's Angels look like, hey, these girls are on wires and they're hanging from the sky.
Yeah, obviously. No.
Right. So that's what this looks. So whenever Carl fucking is fighting, that's what it looks like. So your main character fucking looks shitty fighting compared to everyone else around them who are actually like fight, they're going at it and shit. And then the movie goes like this. I swear to Gandhi, it goes, hey, you want to know, did you know there's a thing called Mortal Kombat? Dude, you guys want to fight? Because we're in Mortal Kombat. It's you versus you. Oh, he died. Oh, how did he die? I don't know. It was so bad. Like, I was like, at the end of the movie, my kid looked at me. He goes, and he loved the first one. And he's sitting there next to me. He goes, that was pretty bad. I go, it wasn't that bad, but Yeah, it was bad.
Did he give it 14 buckets?
Oh, he gave it the middle finger is what my son gave it, dude. He
One
said fuck that movie. But
one bucket.
at the same time, this kid went with his brother this weekend and they saw Backrooms, and he says this is the greatest movie he's ever seen. So I don't take a fucking word he says. You know, no more. He's corrupt.
He lost it.
Yeah, he lost the Vargas touch, dude. I don't know what happened to him. I think the
It's like
ladies got
the
him.
Midas touch, but when you
Yeah.
touch it, it turns to shit instead of gold.
Well, I was pitching him an idea of a because he's doing film this year for high school and my youngest, and he was like, "Dad, I need an idea for film." And so I pitched him a couple ideas, and one of them was about like, kids being manipulated. Pretty much, it's like the faculty. Instead of aliens, it's just like a digital thing that goes in their brain, and they all start to change and think the world. He's like, that's so smart. I've never seen that before. And I pulled up a bunch of stuff. I'm like, it's this one, it's this one, it's this one. It's all these movies. So watch these movies and then make your own version, buddy.
Yeah, it's hard to come up with ideas that people haven't had.
Yeah,
It's
There's only
impossible almost.
So you've seen the Mortal Kombat movie. Have you seen the trailer for the upcoming Street Fighter movie?
What are we talking about?
Yes. And I'm more stoked for that movie than I'm stoked for Supergirl because I get to see Lobo. I get a super person flying, you know what I mean? Like I'm happy that I'm stoked for that. But when I saw the trailer for Street Fighter, and you're gonna laugh at what sold me, is the fucking car. That they were beating the shit out of the car. It looked
Supergirl.
just like the video. No,
Supergirl doesn't
the
want me to see her movie, so it'll be at
what do you mean
least 3 years before I watch that movie, just so that they know that I didn't vote for that kid. That I didn't vote for that. If you don't want Christian dads to watch your movie, I won't watch your movie. And she
I
said it.
will watch it for you. I will watch it for you. I will watch, and I will tell you all about it, all the sins that happen in it, everything. Because you know
Like
what?
the
That's what I
casting
do.
sin.
I take the bullets for you. That's what this is for. It's a target. No,
So
that's
what
Batman shit.
what has me excited for Street Fighter, just from that trailer, you know, everything looked, pretty good. It was kind of entertaining. But the thing that sold it for me was when you see Zangief doing his finishing move on Ken. Like he, comes up and he's like flipping upside down and kind of spinning and everything. I'm like, no fucking way they're doing that in this movie.
No, wait, I like Cody Rhodes's
I was about
hair.
to say Cody
That
came out with the
Guile
guile
hair.
fucking haircut.
It's
I was like,
oh my god.
the first set pictures I saw of that, I went, "There's no way they're gonna do that the whole movie." Like maybe he gets because he would spin that fucking that he would throw that thing. I was like, maybe that's when his hair does that, like an anime or whatever. And and then when they kept showing cuts of it, I was like, oh shit, no, he really is that way the whole fucking movie. I was like, that's awesome.
John says that he's in for a drunk Supergirl. I'm just not sure that I'm gonna enjoy like AI in the movie like that.
What up, John?
Because like, what's her name? It's like, what is it?
Millie Alcock.
Oh, I thought it was
Well,
AI. Cock.
The good thing about Millie is that you finally get to see the kid from the Road Warrior get a role in another movie besides the Boomerang kid in the Road Warrior.
I think it's gonna be a good take on it because the problem is I've always said it is with Superman and stuff is that he's the Boy Scout, he's the good guy. There with her, the public doesn't have a big enough mythos with her. Well, no, I shouldn't say that because that's a stupid show. But yeah, like I think it's just a good take on her that she's
But
drunk.
isn't this based on a Tom King story?
Yeah.
The
But it's
self-loathing spook Tom King.
well, that's so is she. She'll be the same way in this thing, dude. I think that's good. Like it's the same reason why like everyone like was shitting on that last Superman movie. But like my number one complaint about Superman movies is that he can never be hurt, right? Like he's always just fucking. He's Superman. He can just destroy everything. Well, James Gunn's answer to that was like in the first 5 minutes, he's like, "We're gonna drop Superman right in front of you, spitting up blood with broken ribs and shit, and he can't move." And I'm like,
Well,
"Oh, I'm
it
in." Like,
worked because it ended up making sense that Superman can kick Superman's ass.
well, of course, that exactly, dude. And then that's gonna be Bizarro. That's gonna be Bizarro either. And the next one or the following one, watch.
I want to see Shazam. Shazam can kick his ass.
There you go.
Hush your mouth. Hush your mouth. Don't say that. That's not no.
He's Earth's mightiest mortal. That's not the role for the son of Krypton.
Superman will come down and give him a Ric Flair chop across the chest, bam, and then that lightning bolt will explode and he'll die.
That
They'll
never
give him
happened.
the Idris elbow.
Yeah,
Idris
like
Elba.
that.
Oh my god.
Every
And then
time they
You know
Superman-
what you've done now?
Superman's
Nate?
gonna raise his hand and say, "I
Like
have the
Idris Elba thing.
power," and smack the shit out of him.
I'm gonna start calling him that accidentally now. Who's that actor that played Heimdall? Oh, that's Idris Elba. That's what I'm gonna end up accidentally saying.
The people of Asgard don't know what I'm cooking. Got to give them the Idris elbow. Ah.
God. Yeah. Shit
Do
like
you
that
smell
sticks in
what
my
James
brain
Bond
when it
is
shouldn't.
cooking?
This is the kind of crap that just sticks in there. It's gonna pop out, and I'm gonna be like, oh, dang.
It's all right. It's all right.
Ugh.
No, hey, you guys been still following the Lego thing?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit's awesome, dude.
Found
That's
a my store a couple of times this last week too.
really.
Where are we at?
Somebody left a negative feedback. I'll never shop at a Bricks and Minifig. I'm like, bro, we are not a Bricks and Minifig. And then we have more people when they're calling up, like saying, "How much do you pay? Do you do?" You know what I mean? And so we have to be very careful now. Like, not that we weren't before. We don't do any consignment, so there's not that. But then now people are like, "Here's our formulas. This is what they've always been. This is how we always pay for the stuff. This is what we do. And if you don't like it, take it somewhere else. You could take it here. You could do it here. You could do it there. You know what I mean?" And so
You said
now we
kick
have to.
rocks.
It's funny because now when the owner like looks, he's like looking if they've got glasses on. He's checking to see if they've got cameras like hidden in there just to see if they're gonna do some kind of weird expose or whatever. But yeah, it's a lot of other stores, a lot of other independent stores are calling other independent stores and be like, are you having a problem? Are you having a problem? Stuff like that. So
That's crazy.
yeah.
And it's there's some guy did a video that I watched, but the guy was pretty much saying that like, because I guess they fired the two guys, right? Or they're no longer part of Bricks and
Yeah.
Minifigs. So and then they're gonna settle or give him money, if I'm not mistaken, right? Like they're gonna end up giving the guy.
They keep talking about it, but I don't think it's a genuine offer on their part. I don't. Because the thing is that Bricks and Minifigs as a corporation is still basically refusing to take responsibility for what happened. They've been throwing all of the blame on Ben. They've been throwing all the blame on the previous owner of that store, and now
They fired Ben and his partner.
Yeah.
No, you mean Joshua and
Brian.
no, it's
Oh
Brent.
yeah.
Yeah,
the beard guys.
Right. So I know that they've said that they fired him, but the thing is that with the whole Mormon connection going on, I think a lot of this is like a PR stunt on their part. I'm not sure that actual severance has taken place because I don't believe them anymore. You know, they've been caught dead to rights on all of the released body cam footage. These guys are absolute a-holes, and it's all out there in the public. It's like it's not disputable anymore.
Yeah, the body cam footage is fucking killer. You're just like, really, dude?
I mean, it was bad when he had when Ben had the redacted versions and put that out. It was already bad, and then it got accidentally released by the American Fork Police Department, which, you know, say what you want about cops. These guys are the most like incompetent and corrupt police force I've ever seen. You couldn't write this into a movie because it would
Well, that was gonna be my point, dude. Was like, you've seen the Monopoly one, right? That documentary they did about the Monopoly game at McDonald's.
No.
Watch it, dude. You'll love it. Like
It was
you,
rigged. Every one of those was rigged.
it is one of the best documentaries I've ever seen. But like when I'm watching that, when I was listening to this, I was like, we got to make a documentary about this, dude, or like a movie or something, because it's just, it's to me, like you could watch a movie, Fast and Furious, whatever, where they're going to take millions of dollars, and it's real easy to understand. Like, yeah, dude, I'd fucking rob a bank. Like I can understand that. Is 200,000, and come to find out, these guys are saying it's actually 100,000, or whatever the fuck it is. It's nothing. To a bricks and minifigs, it's literally nothing.
Right.
And they're digging their heels in so hard, it just makes you go like, why? Like, what the fuck is the point, dude? Like, what's the point? So now I'm really interested, and now I really want to get into this. It's like, dude,
These guys
oh,
are
I
just
gotta see.
stupid.
Well, the thing is that they can't, like a lot of people, this it's a common problem for people, is that you can't admit when you've done wrong, right? You have to
Right.
say, you always have to save face for yourself, and that's why like this whole thing with them separating from the two guys, that Joshua Johnson and the other, I forget his name, I think it's Brent, but they separated from them. But the thing is that the CEO of Bricks and Minifigs, that Ammon McHeff guy or whatever, he's as responsible as they are on all the body cam footage and all the phone calls and the couple of times that Reckless Ben went and confronted him at the Bricks and Minifigs office. He's as guilty as they are. And now he's trying to spin it off like, oh, these two guys that we were working with, there was definitely some gross negligence on their part. It's like, bro, we saw the video. You're effed.
Yeah, you were backing them up, and I get it too, dude. Like that's his bit, that's his business. I get it, But again, if, like you said, admitting you're wrong, if someone has proof, dude, like right there, and you can see it, like,
Yeah.
and again, and it's over 200,000. Like again, that's nothing to them. So there's guys. To me, I'm just like that. If you're gonna be, I'm right, you're wrong, then fuck you. Then I hope you lose everything, because
Well,
just to prove to you you're wrong.
speaking to the evaluation of the Lego product, this is part of the thing that's the tell about how you know that these guys are like guilty, is that they keep reevaluating the price of it. First they were trying to say, oh, it's only like 40 to 60,000, and then they're saying like, oh, now it's probably like about 100,000. But I saw a guy do a breakdown, because the accounting sheets of the product have been put out there, and so the sets are a little over 100 grand. But the thing is, that doesn't account for the like 1,500 minifigs that also were part of this guy's collection, and those things bring it up to the 200 grand that they were talking about. So the Bricks and Minifigs has just done incredible damage to its reputation. I don't know how they're going to recover from this. I really don't.
Well,
It's
there's another guy I watched that went and took a thing of minifigs and was like sprinkling in some really good ones in there, and taking them to bricks and minifigs and trying to see what people, like Lizzie were saying, with their glasses, with the cameras, and trying to get them to evaluate it. And they were like, everybody, they say that they give you 40% or whatever of the value, but everywhere they went, they only got like the max was 10%. And they were all mad. And I go, I as a person that's selling the stuff, I understand it. But as a person that buys comics and buys stuff like that, like, I also I mean, you don't want to fuck your customer over, but at the same time, if it's worth $100, I can't give you $100 for this thing.
Sure.
They need
Yeah.
to understand that, and people are making a big deal about it. And I'm like, I go, you're coming to me because you don't want to try to sell it, so I'm
Right.
going to do it for you.
Right, but I think that the distinction in this case is that it's a consignment issue, so there's
Mhm.
actually a more even split of the retail for the product. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
not like your standard situation where you're buying product from a customer and then you're going to resell it. In this case, they're basically selling together.
Mhm.
Well, and at our store, we have formulas for everything, and we're very upfront at the beginning before we look at anything.
Right.
We say we pay this much for this. We paid this much for this. And for the most
I
part,
feel like the best places have it posted somewhere in the store. Like, you guys buy collections? Yeah. On Tuesdays from 4 to 6 p.m., we have our appraiser come and we offer these things to you, depending on how it gets looked over and whatnot. And just, be specific about it. Have your rules posted.
yeah.
Have it to where, hey, you don't need to get me on camera. Just take a picture of the wall right there. It says what we do and how we do it.
Yeah, people
And
will come in and they'll say, well, do you guys buy Lego? Well, how do you get the Lego? And we tell them, oh, you buy Lego. Yeah. Well, what do you pay for the Lego? Well, and then we say, if you have it this way, we pay this. If you have it this way, we do it this. If you have minifigures, we do that. You know what I mean? We have, and it's been like that since day one. We've never changed.
well, it's the same thing with any collectibles or pawn shops or anything like
Yeah,
that.
and
You got to pay for your overhead. You got to pay for your bills.
Right.
You have to be able to have it sit on your shelves and have nobody buy it.
And the thing
Yeah.
is like if you're selling your product to a retailer, the thing is that that's an open negotiation. If you don't like what they're offering, you don't have to sell it to that store. It's
Right.
that easy. You can go find another store, or you can sell it yourself. There's no obligation that way. The thing that makes this situation different is the consignment issue. That
Right.
really is what ramps it up.
Yeah, and then them blatantly saying that it wasn't a consignment and then acting like it was nothing. It's like that's
Yeah,
stealing.
well, not only that, but it's all double talk because they say that it's an unauthorized consignment. But I've seen that somebody did a presentation where they showed the documentation from Bricks and Minifigs where they do allow consignment. So that they're just talking out of both sides of their mouth in order to avoid accountability. And I hope they get run over with a bus. I really do.
I agree.
It's a bummer. It's a bummer for the franchise model. It's a bummer for those people who were able to try to live there. Because, man, to be honest with you, I considered buying in on that. Like, I love Lego. I don't think there's a piece of there isn't a thing on earth that I couldn't build with Lego, in my opinion. And,
Yeah,
and
no,
I
I
had
love
fun
Lego
doing
too.
Yeah.
and I have fun doing it. And if that's your window, and I don't know what their franchising fees are or whatever, but if that's your window on getting to where you don't have a job anymore, but you get to check out of the clocking in and out and go into something that when you're going to work, it'd be like me working here. Like, I would never feel like I was at work if I was going into my collection every day to sell things, buying and selling and trading, doing all that stuff. I don't know if I'd ever feel like I was working, and but it's a
You
bummer,
think that,
and
don't
it was
you?
shady. It was
Yeah.
shady.
Right.
You would think that until you start doing it, and then
Well,
fucking
no,
one
no,
day
no.
the bills
Here's
come and
the
you go, "Fuck!
well. That's
I
the
gotta
that's the
sell
thing.
this."
That's the thing. When you have a boss, your work can get your boss wealthy. But the most you'll ever get with having you could get rich having a boss, but you'll never get wealthy. But if you're doing your own thing and you decide, you know what, I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. and I'm not going to bed till midnight, and that whole time I'm going to grind and all of my efforts going into my pocket. Like if I decided I'm on salary working where I work, and if I decided to spend 20 hours a day there, I wouldn't make any more money.
Right.
Now, I would. The benefit that I do get is if it's not selling, I get the guaranteed paycheck. So
Right.
if your gamble on yourself doesn't work out, there's that piece. But if I know this as I'm so excited with my wife going back to school for her to be able to make money, because I feel like if I was in the position to where like my work wasn't direct, like if my work 2 weeks ago didn't buy our dinner tonight and pay for our mortgage today, and I was ahead of that somehow, let's say we were independently wealthy, I would still have to have a purpose to not go crazy. And that would be my work that I chose to do. And I could do something with collectibles or mountain biking or whatever the hell else I'm into, making Storm Shadow costumes, whatever. Like and I had my own full freedom to be able to do that. And if somebody came in saying your Storm Shadow costume sucks, I could grab them by the scruff of their neck and throw them the fuck out of my place, and not have somebody else come back and tell me. Like, I have to deal with the whatever backlash that I would get from throwing them out of my place, but I wouldn't have some boss telling me, "Oh, you can't do that. You have to let them spit in your face and then lick the spit off your cheek by yourself while it's happening." Like, there's like, it just depends on what you're able to do and how you bet on yourself. Now, I'm not
Yeah,
discounting what you're saying because it's hard. Because if your dream sucks and you're lazy, you're gonna go hungry. You know?
well, not even that, dude. Like, there's things that, like, you have to take into consideration always. Like, when you go, like, I go into any situation, and it's sad to say because I think I'm a pretty positive guy. Like, I'm very optimistic usually,
Sure.
about things. But I go into a casino knowing I'm losing. And I'm okay with it because that's why I'm going. You know what I mean? I
Or
got
are you
my
going to have fun playing?
right. That you hit it right on the nose. I'm going for the fun of it. So that's why, like, I've done movies where I've walked on set and I went, is never gonna see the light of day. You know what I mean? Or like it's never gonna but everyone that I'm working with, I'm gonna have a blast. And I'm making a little bit of money. So why the fuck not, dude? And hey, I could be wrong. This could be a great thing, you know what I mean? That happens. And
No, I
we
don't.
went
We have 4 viewers right now. The streaming service costs me $50 a month.
yeah.
These 4 viewers are not paying for us to be able to do this. Like, yeah, and you guys are volunteering your time. I mean, we're all doing this. I'm paying to do this, and you guys are using your
we
time to do this because we're having fun while we do it.
right.
And we know we're having fun because we did do it for a while and we all missed it and we're all back here. At least
Yeah.
this group. We had other people in our crew. This isn't our whole crew that we've ever had, so these are the
They'll
people who
come back.
obviously enjoy being here, and I love you guys for doing it.
Yeah, but then there's days where, trust me, man, even when you're doing what you love, it sucks ass.
Right.
Oh, I don't disagree with that.
It's I'm
Preach
like,
it.
yeah, there's like days where you go, I wish I had your job. I'm like, fuck, I just wish I'd go in and yeah, just go push my button, do what I got to do, have my specific things I do, and then get the clock the fuck out and go home. Like
People
my wife will yell at me sometimes. Look, dude, I'm talking to you guys. I'm working right now, fucking cleaning books, dude. You know what I mean? Getting ready to press them.
people have said to me for years that I should go into the role playing business. Work for Wizard of the Coast or one of the other role
The
playing
sexy
companies.
role playing.
Yeah, because they know that I've done it for so long and I'm good at it. And the thing is that I don't want what I love to be a job. I want it to be the passion. I want it to be a hobby. And I know that if I went into that kind of thing, that I would give it my all, but I would grow to hate it. And I don't want to hate it.
It's true, dude. Like
No, that's a thing.
I
That's
I
definitely a thing.
James told me that. Remember James, zombie pop.
Jeans.
James. Yes, James. James was me and him were driving back one day from Spider JP's house, right? And I was helping him clean and press books there, and we're in the car driving home, and he was like, dude, he's like, you got to realize when you start doing it, you're gonna probably fucking and stop collecting and hating it. And I'm like, nah, man, this is what I like doing. This is fun. I have a blast with everyone, blah, blah, blah. And then I had like 4 or 5 really bad months where I'm just like, fuck. I don't I don't know if I like this anymore, dude. You know what I mean? And like even now, like I still got my Superman collection going on and stuff and my toys and things like that. But when we all first started hanging out, I was collecting everything. I had all of them, dude. I had everything. And then now I'm just like, I really don't want to fucking read that. I could give a shit about that one, dude. But I'm getting back into it. Little by little, I'm getting back into it. I just started reading
I feel like it's about the journey,
something.
though.
Yeah.
It's like it's always about the journey. Like I always have more fun getting stuff than I do having it.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, yeah, the hunting is the best part. Like, I that's why I still do it, is because everyone's like, I get up every morning, probably 5 in the morning. I'm at the swap meet before
And he
everyone
goes
else.
pee, then he goes back
And
to bed till noon.
no, I'm up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm the first one there to meet these guys that bring me boxes of comics, and I dig through them. I'm the first one to dig through them. I take home. Look, dude, no joke. Look, that's just a small stack of it. It's just all good X-Men books, Daredevil, like good shit. And guy hooks me up, gives me a good price on the stuff, but I'm up 5 o'clock in the morning hustling, and I don't stop until, even when I'm doing the coaching of the kids and doing this, I don't go to bed till 11 o'clock at night. And like you said, hard work pays off. I do make money doing all this stuff, but I don't get to enjoy it. That's the problem. Like, I don't get to sit down and open the book and just sit and read it and enjoy it. Like, now I'm reading it like, okay, let's just get through this thing
Okay,
real quick.
when you have your avenue that you have for getting things, all right. When you get a hold of something that you like that you're going to keep, do you get your enjoyment there?
Sometimes yes, sometimes yes, I do. Like, sometimes I'm just like, oh, I need that, and it doesn't click. You know what I mean? It doesn't click, but then there'll be, like you said, that one. You're just like, oh shit, that's dope. I was like, I like that, dude. What does that say?
It gets grindy and sweaty.
Yes, it
Yeah,
does. It
I think
does.
everybody has that though in their collecting journey too. Is that there's low highs and lows. You know what I mean? Like they're like, oh, I'm really like got to get it, want it all. I'm hardcore, and then all of a sudden you're just like, there's too much of it, or the quality, or whatever, and it kind of like dips and wanes a little bit, and then you go off onto a different tangent. And then you kind of come back to it. You're cleaning something up, or you're rearranging something, and you're like, oh yeah, I like that. Oh, I don't have all of them, and then you go back to the hunt again, as you were saying before, like the hunt. That's
One of
happened.
the things I've been blessed with in gathering my hoard is that I like specific things, and unless I get multiples of something, I don't really want to get rid of the things that I do have. And when it does come up where I do get rid of a thing that I have, I go nuts trying to get it back again, and it drives me crazy. But there are things that I have gathered that I wouldn't mind not having anymore. So there's
Like half the books we got signed at Fats. I get it, dude. We were all there. We saw that box.
uh, I don't. Those are all around still, I suppose, but I don't really. I never got those like as a. I got those to have fun while I was doing it.
Right.
Like that time when
But
we were camp overnight and when I would hang out with you guys and do all this, that was the collecting time of my life. I had the most fun doing that stuff. And
I
it
agree.
was probably like 40% this stuff and 60% having friends with the common interest that were around my age to be able to do it with, the people that got it. Because like your normie friends, they
Yeah,
can't
they
do
don't.
this shit. They don't, it's like a stupid waste of time to them. And then you sell your thing that you got $200 in for $2,000, and they're like, "Oh, wait a minute." I'm like, "Yeah, but every one of these books ain't worth $2,000."
Right.
Like,
That's what I always tell them. Like I love when people who don't really know about comics or anything like come to me, because they're always like, Fuzzy, I got something that's gonna make you lose your mind. I'm like, what's that, dude? Superman #1. I'm like, you don't have Superman. It's Superman #1, dude. I swear to you. I seen it, the fucking cover. I looked it up, dude. It's Superman #1. All right, bring it, dude. Let me see it. And they'll come over, and it's the 1987 Superman fucking #1, run. And I'm like, hey, bud, remember when did Christopher Reeves play Superman? 1970? Yeah. And this is in the 80s. You think they just made the comic book after it? No, it says #1. I'm like, yeah, dude, it's not it. Or they bring me the facsimile. That's the other one. I
Oh, that's
love
my
when
favorite.
people bring me. That's
The
the
Action
it's
Comics.
It's the same one. I'm like, I'm telling you, they had no barcodes back then, man. I'm fucking telling you. And
That's
then
when
I
you
just throw
open
my
it up
hands
and
up.
you're like, let me introduce you to the Indicia page. See right here where it says facsimile, or it says whatever printing, or it says, 1982. Yeah, no, we're
Yeah.
good. We're good.
Yeah. No, I
Go ahead.
get I
You know what?
I
Put it up.
I love it.
Start it.
You know what? It is cool though. You know why I like that those times, because you always get somebody who's like, "Oh wow, that's what you do to get comics. I could do that. I'll get this
Hmm.
Superman #1," and then they see on TV that it's $3 million, and they pick it up at a swap meet for $2, and they come in like they're king shit, and they show it to you, and you're like, "Yo, bro, that's worth 5 cents. You got ripped off
Dude,
for $1.95." Like,
and Fuzzy's guilty of it. Like I was telling you guys last week about those fucking Pokemon cards, right? Like I would thought I was tough shit. I was fucking like, I'm like, I got 20 grand coming to me right now, dude. Like I'm calling the wife, make plans. Maybe we're going on vacation. You know what I'm saying? And then the guy looks at it and he's like, yeah, dude, these are fake. I'm like, fuck you, they're fake, dude. They're not fake. Like what the, and finally I'm like, oh, I'm on the other end of that stick. But like again, so I wasn't like persistent. I kind of like stepped back and go, "Oh, I'm that guy." So I'm like, you know what? I'm taking your word for it. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
and
You know,
there's
I
there's
have
levels to it.
with my collecting when it came to buying D&D books. There was a time when I was just chomping at the bit to get every new book. Trying to angle every way to save up to buy one thing or another. But I in my collecting, I had the advantage that at some point they decided to switch to an entirely new rule system, and because the stuff that I have is still fully playable, I just decided not to make that switch over to the new stuff. And so I was in a situation where I put my collecting to bed. I was like, I finally got to the end of it, and I don't have to do this
That's the
anymore.
way you do it. That's you
Yeah.
know what? I didn't watch the last season of Stranger Things because it ended when Eddie died for me. It was
Mm,
perfect. It was perfect. I didn't need to go down some gay rabbit hole or something. Like it ended right there. It was good. It was done. The hole is sealed. Maybe it might be cracked, and there might be room for them to make a cartoon where they have fights with Demogorgons down the road or whatever, which they ended up doing. But whatever happened in the last season, didn't need it. Didn't need it. And you know what? If I would have been done, if I would have just not done the uh the lost version of Star Wars, what's his face? His name escapes me. The guy who the
J.J.
episode seven,
Abrams?
8, and 9. Yes,
Abrams.
Jar Jar Abrams. If I had just left that and just if and that's what I decided. I didn't watch the last Phoebe whatever Indiana Jones.
mm,
No,
Oh
Crystal
man.
Skull. That Crystal Skull was bad enough of an ending for me, but that's where it ended for me. And
yeah.
that's where it's like I don't need to go happily ever after is enough. I
Yeah.
don't need to see when Snow White is mad that Prince Charming is banging the maid. Like they got
And
married.
that
That
happened.
was it.
That happened.
Like that was it. I didn't need any more than that. I didn't need one of their kids to be some other weird like there's always bad stories that come off of good stories. I needed it to end. Boom. They kiss, they marry. That's it.
Sure. The hard thing though is to know when to make that call, when to cut it off. So like,
At least we live at a time where there's lots of people who watch these things and they
yeah,
have similar opinions to what I have about this type of stuff. And they get previews of things. So you know what? Let me see what the critical drinker thinks about this. If he says it sucks, it died before that. That's
yeah,
it.
yeah. Well, and that's the thing is that for me it was easy because they changed the rule set, and so there was no incentive for me to go on. But it's hard to know because like with
Yes.
the
I agree. On
with the
Thrones, I
the new
agree.
Star Wars movies, the thing is that I was one of those people that really didn't enjoy the prequels that much. I talked a lot of shit about them because I didn't think that they were as good as the originals. And then the news came out that Disney had acquired the rights to Lucasfilm, And at the time, I was thinking to myself, hey, Disney is a
I was stoked too. They'd have
big media
resources and
company.
writers and things.
Exactly. That was my thought exactly. And when they started The Force Awakens, and was it Max von Sydow? And he comes in and he starts the movie by saying, this will begin to set things right. I'm like, fuck yes. We're going to undo the damage that those fucking prequels did, and it's going to be great. And holy shit, did I have the rug pulled out from under me. The worst. Like, there's no way that I could have ever imagined that it could be worse. But it was so much worse. And it just filled me with regret. I stopped after The Last Jedi. We did end up seeing The Rise of Skywalker like years later. But like, I didn't, The Last Jedi was the last Star Wars film that I saw in the theater. I haven't seen anything else in the theater since then with regard to Star Wars. There's no incentive for it. It totally killed it. And so you never know when you're doing these collections or you're enjoying a particular IP or something like that. It's hard to know when to pump the brakes. To cut it off.
I agree.
Listen no further.
Did you guys seen the original Toxic Avenger, right? Like you've seen. So I was probably one of the people pushing to see the new version of it that they were putting out. Like I was just like, dude, I got to see this fucking movie. Like I want to see what they did. And I liked it. I thought it was a good, a fun, shitty movie, like just a fun B movie, but it just didn't have it. You know what I mean? Like you said, like I almost, it made me like, I could have lived without it. I didn't need it. The remake of The Crow, you know what I mean? Like I was just like, I was
Oh my
stoked
God.
I was like, oh, dude, they're gonna make The Crow finally with Eric Draven. It's gonna be cool. Oh, they got the guy from It. Cool. All right, like I'm down. And then when I went and saw it in the theater, I that was the one
That was
movie
so
in
bad.
years that I kind of sat there and I went, I think I'm gonna leave. Like this is that bad where I don't give a fuck what happens. Like I really don't care.
I'm sorry that you went through that, but it makes me glad that I never saw anything after the first one.
Yeah, this made the one with Edward Furlong look like a masterpiece. That's all I have to say, dude. There's parts of the movie where I was like the movie's, I think the movie's an hour and 45 minutes long, and he doesn't become like he becomes like the Crow, like he comes back and stuff probably 30 minutes into the movie, and he doesn't put the makeup on until the last like 15 minutes of the movie. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, but the end fight is dope, but it's very John Wickish. You know what I mean? I felt like it was just like a stunt they were going to use in John Wick, and they were just like, I'll just put it in this movie. Just take it and just give it to the Crow. Fuck it. Let's do it.
Just a couple of things to kind of touch on what John's been saying. When it comes to the Force Awakens, the thing that should have told me that we were going down the wrong path was when they killed Han Solo. I was very disappointed with that. But even with that terrible mistake,
I would have been okay with them killing him if they didn't make him a deadbeat before they did it.
I still thought, well, that's the thing, is that at the end of The Force Awakens, you didn't know what was coming yet with Luke. And I still had the opinion when the first movie came out that it was good enough to justify going to see another one. And the other one just absolutely destroyed it.
I think the first one was a good nostalgia. That's why it popped so much, and they were like, okay, because they gave us that nostalgia kick, because we had Han Solo, Chewie, the Falcon. They gave it all to us in a nice serving, a nice little platter. And then when it came to the next one, we were like, what in the fuck is this? You're promising us this cake, but you're giving us this fucking cookie. I want the cake, dude. Give me the fucking cake, dude. Don't give me the cookie. Fuck your cookie. I don't care if it's good for me. I don't care if it's teaching me a lesson. I want the cake. That's what I gave you my money for, is the cake.
But what we had no idea is that not only did they not know how to make a cake, but they also hated cake.
Yeah.
right?
that
Oh,
and
They,
it
they,
was
or they hate us and they know that we like that, and that was their window to fuck with us.
yeah,
I I
it's pretty bad. It's
I
hard to
think
imagine the level of cynicism that they had toward the series to treat it in that way. I
I
think Star Wars is the biggest fall from grace ever witnessed in a franchise.
Fast and
I
Furious. Fuck that. No, Fast and
there's
Furious
just,
is
I mean, and a lot of things have fallen. Look, there's nothing that hasn't been. Star Trek is in bad shape. Doctor Who is in bad shape. Like everything. I mean, Lord of the Rings. My God, my God. But
well, that always sucked.
Star Wars is the one that's really just man.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings was always bad, dude. Don't lie to yourself, dude. That was
Fuck
just
off. Yeah, that's you know what that
fucking
is. You know what
sandals
that
and
is.
swords.
You're on the denaturalize and deport list now.
Sandals and
Oh, oh,
swords. I
oh,
remember sandals and swords.
just you know what? Superman is gonna come and fuck your sandals and swords. I'm just gonna fucking.
Not
I have the power and slap the
not when
shit
it's
out of
been put
everybody.
together by James Gunn. No chance. No chance.
Hey, Fuzzy, you gonna
Oh,
go see the Odyssey?
so when you guys brought
Sandals
that
and
up,
swords.
no, I am not watching that movie, but it's not because I mean that's part of it, but from what I understand, it's not even the Odyssey, right? It's not the Odyssey. It's a retelling of the Odyssey from a female's point of view or something like that.
Called the oddity.
Yeah, it's something like that. Like someone was because I was defending it for a minute. I was like, oh, dude, the Odyssey's a great book. Like I love that story. Like it's one of my favorite stories, classic, you know.
Yeah.
And when I saw the trailer, I was like, I don't remember any of this, but I'm like, okay, you know, it's Christopher Nolan, you know, I'm gonna let it slide. And then my buddy was telling me about like, no, dude, it's just like modern telling of it, kind of like, you know, it was like a newer book, and I'm like, what?
Yeah,
Like, oh,
there's some lady who decided to translate it into
Modern English.
to inject her own feminist opinions on what Homer was talking about.
You
And
mean
that
to find people that she didn't like things that they like, to
correct.
fuck with them by fucking with the things that they
And
like.
and Nolan decided to use her work as the foundation for his movie.
so yeah, that I don't want to see. I don't think. I think I can wait on that one.
Yeah, it's a
I'll,
hard
I'll,
pass.
I'll watch it because again, you know, I'll watch anything. Like
3 years.
I have to watch it. So
3 years. I'll catch you in 10 years on Late to the Party.
Oh man.
I'll watch it. I'll tell you. I'll take the bullet for you guys and do that one.
Just like when
But
Liz said that Ghostbusters, the girl Ghostbusters was 10 years old, I was like, fuck.
Look,
Somebody's going to grudge movie us onto that one.
you know, the whole thing comes it comes down to, you know, the when the movie Troy came out with Brad Pitt and Orlando Bloom, and you had Diane Kruger as Helen of Troy, and you're like, mwah, that lady is gorgeous, right? And now in this one they have that Lupita Nyong'o, and this guy put up this post on X. I wish that I would have saved a screenshot of it to send it to you guys, but you know, in the Odyssey and the Iliad, Helen of Troy is referred to as the face that launched 1,000 ships because the Trojan War was about her, right?
Mhm.
And somebody just wrote that line, the face that launched 1,000 ships, and it had a picture of Lupita Nyong'o, and he goes, it's buckwheat.
Oh my god.
And I was like, holy shit, it's buckwheat. And I was like, man.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, is that like, if you're going to make that kind of casting decision, and like the rumors are that Elliot Page or Ellen Page, that she's gonna be Achilles. Dude, we had Brad Pitt pretty much in his prime as Achilles, and that's who you're getting?
I don't know. I'm usually the one to defend those movies, but this looks like a big art piece of shit. So
Yeah,
I'm
look,
waiting on this one.
Nolan has more hits than not, for sure. And I'm a big fan of the first two of his Dark Knight trilogy movies. Big fan. I think that they're among their top 5 superhero flicks of all time, which is saying a lot because I'm not a huge Batman fan, but I think The Dark Knight in particular is such a good film. I watched that multiple times in the theater because I was just blown away by it. But man, the things that he's doing with the Odyssey, I just can't. There's no way I could justify it.
Every director gets an art film. You know what I mean? Everyone gets their movie. I mean, fucking Scorsese did The Last Temptation of Christ. You know what I mean? Like fucking there's everyone gets their one little art film. So if this is art film, let them have it. Just hurry up and do it and move on. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
but
Ridley.
Well, it's got all those things that you need to win an Oscar now.
I hope not. I fucking hope not,
Well,
dude.
movies don't
That
have
means
to
there's
be
more.
good. They just have to check all the boxes of inclusivity.
I did see that, John. I saw that. It was amazing. In fact, I saw what first set it off was I saw a small clip of them putting Ellen Page in the role of King Leonidas in 300. And it's the scene, yeah, where he, this is Sparta, and he says, I am a man or something like that, and kicks the dude, but he doesn't go anywhere.
Ellen Page falls backwards.
Yeah, she falls back, and then the black ambassador guy just draws a sword and stabs her in the chest. I was laughing so hard, and they had instead of Queen Gorgo, in the background, they had Dylan Mulvaney as the.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's right.
It was the internet wins again.
Some of the things they're able to, as much as I'm not a huge AI fan, it's like at least on the Hollywood end, a lot of the jobs are taken away from people who are pretty fucking insufferable. So it's like,
my favorite AI stuff is the guy that inserts himself into movies at critical points, and like he puts himself in the movie. So like when Jack can't get on the thing, he you just see him coming swimming up in Titanic, and he lifts them up onto the door. He pushes her over and lifts her up on the door. Or
no, I like mine have been the Superman and Chuck Norris in every movie. So Dirty Dancing, he's holding her up, and Chuck Norris comes and just fucking kicks the shit out of him. They go flying off. Yes, dude, it's so awesome.
Yeah, it's AI. I think is great as a tool. I think it's terrible as a problem-solving device. I'm sure you guys saw that news bit about.
Well, if it becomes good at solving problems, then it's going to kill all the people. So we don't want it to get there.
That's what happened with Grok. That story came out that they basically put Grok in charge of fixing the world's problems, and in 4 days it decided to wipe out humanity. And it's just so it's great if you want to do research and you have to double check because they hallucinate, but it's great to do research. It's great to make films or memes, but yeah, exactly, John. It's a tool, and it's not replacement. So it has to be something that it enhances our ability to work, and it doesn't replace our ability to work.
I was getting shit from my kids because I was doing stop animation with the toys with the AI. So I was getting them and they were coming out dope. You know what I mean? They're little 5-second little tidbits. But I literally have Superman and the Hulk fighting in the street, and he's coming down. It looks legit. I'm like, yeah, dude, this is cool. And my kid's like, you're ruining it because of AI. And I said, listen, buddy, I go, you have to learn the tool. If I guarantee you, in 5 years, if you don't know how to use the AI thing, you're going to be behind everybody else. So you might as well just learn how to use it. And
亡き兄に復讐を誓う兄弟に心打たれる男スパイダーマン
Anyway,
it wasn't as good as that one.
It's
Tension breaker.
You learn to use the tool, but you don't have to use the tool.
Yeah.
Know how it works, but you don't have to use it.
Like I wish I had this when I was trying to tell like cinematographers or something what I wanted, because I could get a toy and just be like, here, look, this is kind of what I want, and then have them play it out, and then it gives them something visual to look at, and they go, oh, I could probably get this, or we can do this. Like, oh, okay, yeah, let's do that. Like that sounds cool, kind of thing. Because I can't draw to save my fucking life. So my storyboards are literally stick figures with arrows pointing at names, going like Mike and so, and they're gonna go here and this, and it was terrible.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the one hope that I have is that somebody intrepid will come along and use AI to make a proper Star Wars sequel, and then we just don't have to fucking worry about it.
Have you seen the Heir to the Empire stuff that they did with AI?
No.
I'll send you some of the stuff. It's not that bad, man. It's better than that of the Disney shit. It's better than the Disney shit, dude.
Well, I'm like I think there's like, if you really wanted to, like, because there's properties out there like Treasure, like we'll just use Treasure Island as a fucking example, right? Like that's public domain. So technically, I could make some little shitty toys and decorate them a certain way, and have AI make me my own Treasure Island movie. You just follow that fucking story with your toys and put that out, and there you go. What I mean, you don't even need voice actors. The thing fucking talks for you.
Yeah, it's crazy. It really is crazy.
All right, I just sent it to the group. Check it out. All right, what are we at? Midnight 20 where you're at, Josh?
Yes, sir.
We have any closing remarks? Anything we want to add for the rest of our thing?
Do we know what movie we're watching?
Oh yeah, what are we watching next week?
That's a great question. Let's put more time into it than on the spot right now, because we might end up choosing something stupid.
That's the fun
got an
part.
idea.
We should at least select the person who's going to pick the movie, because that's what we were doing originally, right? Is we were having kind of a round table, and each person would be selecting the next week's movie.
Sure.
So I don't remember who selected Bloodsport, so I don't want to, if you want to,
You did.
if you want to place it on me, that's fine. I'm willing to wait for my turn to come around again. I'm just.
John has a suggestion. See, what makes me fear the suggestions is when we start choosing them grudge movies.
All right, John, what do you got?
No.
I want to see
Let's see what he says. Let's see what he says.
Yeah, let's see what he says.
says.
It'll be good. You never know. It's my brother, so I don't know. But
I know.
You know what he's gonna pick?
No, I just know that it is gonna be. He puts a little devil thing on there. It's gonna be terrible.
It's Barbie.
But I do want to say one piece, going back to Bloodsport, because I did promise the viewers of that video that I would have additional commentary, and I just want to say,
What did it say? I can't see it.
That he didn't put it up yet.
Chong Li.
He's laughing at Josh.
Chong Li is a fantastic villain. He's over the top. He's muscled as hell. And one of the best scenes in that film is when Jackson gets injured and goes to the hospital because Chong Li stomped his freaking head into the mat. And, Van Damme is having his ride on the train in Hong Kong. And he's like just, full of grief over what's happened to his friend. And there's that scene where he turns and he looks into the window and sees the reflection of Chong Li like glaring at him from across the way, and he whips around and he's not there because he's messed with his head so much. That's a great villain, that he messed with the hero's mind. Great. And all of his fight scenes, where he hits the guy and the crowd cheers, he's like, no. And then he, curls his hand up and bah! Puts the finishing touch. Fantastic. I love Bolo Young in that role. I think it's his best role. Now back to me.
I just always say, with that face, he has to always be the bad guy, because he's like he's the Asian Dilo or Debo. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Got that cockeyed and be like, oh shit, that guy gonna kill you.
What movie were were we talking about? I was saying, oh, that has to be on the list for Late to the Party. We were just talking about that today.
Oh, Planet of the Apes with Charlton Heston.
That wasn't it.
That was
no,
on.
Mark
No.
Wahlberg.
Well, we could do that one too, but I think we should start with the original.
Nah, that's a good movie. We would just talk about how good it was. We need to find the bad ones, dude.
I haven't.
One where we go, what the fuck was that?
Well, we can mix good and bad. You know, we just watched Bloodsport, which is a great movie.
That's what I'm saying, dude. We need to find
buckets, guys. 9 out of 10.
All right, guys, I got it. Are you ready? The female Ghostbusters movie. Let's do it.
Oh,
I've seen that.
Let's do it.
I haven't. I'm avoiding it for good reason. You're gonna make me watch that?
Josh has been dodging that movie like Neo with the bullets in the Matrix. Like he's like, no, no. Like for years he's been doing it.
Listen. You need to understand that when that movie came out, we went to the theater. It was myself and Liz and King Ray and her sister. And
we went and saw Ghostbusters. They went and saw the Hillary Clinton
We saw a documentary about Hillary Clinton rather than to go see that movie. That tells you how much I loathed the concept of that film. I went to go watch a movie that talked about the life and career of Hillary Clinton.
Josh, here's the thing. Here's the thing, Josh. I really don't want to watch that movie. And the way you're acting, we have to watch it. Oh my god.
And the thing that's sad, I'm gonna tell you this.
This is my avatar.
This is okay. I'm gonna the internet's gonna lose their mind right now. I like the movie.
I did too.
Just throwing it out there. I liked it. I like the ending is the only thing I hated. I hated the ending, but other than that, I was just like, wow, it was pretty good.
This movie is going to not only ruin my sanity, but it's also going to ruin friendships.
Don't hate me for what I like.
3 times. I'm only making you watch this movie once.
So is that it? Are we watching Ghostbusters?
Yes.
We win.
That's right.
Who you gonna call?
Just so you know, he's not the only one that's gonna have a grudge on this one.
All right, it's all right. See, I'm doing the strut. Who you gonna call? If the something's strange, and it's not even the Ray Park one. No, you get the Good Charlotte or whoever the fuck it is.
Right.
Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters, just like that.
Good Charlotte.
It's something like it was one of those like last like pop punk bands that did a cover of it, dude. It's fucking fun because when it hits in the movie, you almost feel uncomfortable. You're all, huh? Who did
The
that?
best part of that movie. Oh no, I don't want to spoil it. We'll save it.
I have like 10 favorite parts in that movie. 10 favorite parts in that movie.
Yeah, it's so good.
And until the end, when it gets to the end, I go, "Oh, this is horse shit."
Yeah, it's
I
kind
go,
of
this is silly horse shit, but whatever. I'll roll with it. I'll roll with it.
Man, I'd rather watch the end of the Crying Game on repeat.
Chris Hemsworth, the standout comedic performance.
Dude, fucking home run! Like literally, like I think that's a part that he played that I think because everyone hated that movie so much that he didn't get credit for. You know what I mean? Like he is so good in that movie. Okay, what does it say? I really don't have.
I mean, but anniversary movies are coming out for Fifth Element and Trainspotting.
Didn't John make us watch Trainspotting?
No, I don't think we watched. Hold on. Let me get the list.
I like Trainspotting. That movie fucked me up when I was a kid.
Did we? I don't think we did either of those movies.
No, the Fifth Element was one of the first ones that the channel did, but we weren't there yet.
No, it wasn't Fifth Element, was it?
I think so. Or no, it was Starship Troopers.
That was one of them.
Starship Troopers, man, that's a fave.
I love that movie.
Yeah, I'm sad I missed that because it's one of my favorites too.
Oh yeah, that was the
well,
second
Fuzzy didn't
movie.
do it either. We could do a redux if you want.
That was the second movie. Was the Fifth Element that you guys did?
Right. So you guys, when you started late to the
Fifth
party,
Element.
yeah, the first two you did was Starship Troopers.
Yeah, you started off with the bangers and we missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
see,
down.
John did. He did have us watch Train Spotting.
It's not on the list. Oh wait, there it is. Right
Oh,
after
I got one.
it was right
I got
after
one.
Clockwork Orange and Grandma's Boy.
A Life Less Ordinary.
I don't
So
even know what
it's Danny Boyle right after he did Train Spotting. It was one of his first American movies he made, and it's with Ewan McGregor and Cameron Diaz. It is a weird art film.
I didn't see it though.
I'm down to watch that instead of Ghostbusters.
Oh no, we're watching Ghostbusters. You two
Ah,
losing your mind is going to be the most entertaining shit in the world. In fact, Liz, if you can, just set up a camera, record
I
it.
filmed
Just record the whole viewing, and let's just play it back and watch him just go like this. Like go, oh, oh.
Okay, USA.
are you going to record him taking his rape shower after he watches the movie?
No, that's
I
too much. He'll probably get a
know.
Sprite.
Oh, it's awesome, dude. I'm telling you,
Oh,
I'm, I'm, I'm gonna be one of its defenders. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna be going to bat for it. I'm gonna watch it twice.
I was hoping we would get a little bit further in here before we started grudging on stuff.
Oh,
But
I have a laundry list of grudge movies for you guys, dude. I can't wait to show you. Since we've been on our hiatus, I've rewatched shit where I'm like, oh, this isn't as good as I remember it. This is really bad. I'm like, we should make them watch it. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna make them watch it.
oh,
My only thing for watching, I have found that I have no taste for movies like horror movies.
agreed.
Like Saw. Yeah, thank you.
Oh.
Like
Oh
I
no,
can't
it's
watch stuff like Saw and Wolf Creek and like all that. I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. I
I
don't understand.
there's certain ones that I will like a session. I think everyone needs to watch that. That is just a brilliant movie, and it's getting technically in the horror genre, but it's not. Like it's not. It's more of a
No,
thriller.
I saw the premise behind it, and I could probably watch that. It's like whenever they do like just gore for the sake of, you know what I mean, and
Sometimes
torture
that's fun though.
and
Sometimes
all
it's
that, like
fun.
human centipede, all that. I can't.
Or Piranha. You guys haven't watched Piranha yet, dude. Oh man,
The one
Piranha
where the dick's
3D.
floating in the water.
Yeah, dude, that's one of my favorites, dude. That's one of my favorite
Like I don't
scenes
think
ever.
piranha would like bother me just because I know that that's the fish are gonna eat. Like I've seen piranha eat something like in real life, not people, but you know what I mean. So I'm like, okay, well, whatever.
That,
But like,
that those are the best, dude. Like especially the second one, they literally have David Hasselhoff making fun of himself in the whole movie, dude. It's fucking awesome, dude. It just for that in itself, it's worth watching.
yeah, it was Wolf Creek that broke me. I watched that and I was like, oh my god, what, what? No,
Oh, you don't want to make her watch that, dude. She'll cry. She'll lose her mind on that one.
Josh and I are going to have to get like a side chat going on with John just to come up with a vengeance list.
You know,
I'm surprised my brother has the time to watch this stuff. You fucker, aren't you supposed to be packaging stuff?
Ooh. She says you ain't got enough paper cuts on your hand, fool.
That's right.
Up until this moment, I was grateful to be back on the channel.
That's what I'm saying,
Dude,
man. I was hoping we could go a little bit longer before we started fighting with each other.
I'm going to find my proton pack. I'm gonna come on ready, fucking playing the music in the background, shooting imaginary ghosts all over. I can't wait. I'm gonna be quoting lines from it to you.
I'll get the girl Ghostbuster Lego minifigs that we can put up.
No. I have limits.
Yeah, Liz, you're only going to be able to put the head in.
Right.
That's what she said. Boom.
On that note.
John can watch and play video games at the same time. That's funny.
Oh my gosh.
Thanks for the sub. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. We're here every Monday. Oh my God. Ghostbusters. Why? We've been cool. I don't even know why. We didn't even fuck
Wait,
with you
who
guys.
brought it up? You did.
Yeah, I honestly wouldn't even have thought about it until you guys said it. I was like, oh yeah, the Ghostbusters.
Liz
That's
brought
about
it
the
up
right
earlier.
time. It's all right. Hey, that's where it happened.
You know, this is
Yes.
what I feel like watching Bloodsport for 3 times.
How old is the
Bullshit.
Terrifier?
That is impossible. That is impossible. You laughed at that. I promise you, there will be zero laugh watching Paul Feig vomit all over the greatest like comedy horror movie of all time. There's no chance. There's no
I
chance.
promise you're gonna laugh, dude. I promise you. There are some good scenes in there where you go, oh, that's
If I laugh, it's
The
only
Terrifier is a
because I'm
2016
straitjacket.
movie.
Ugh.
It's like ripping the Band-Aid off, and we'll just get this out of the way.
I
and
intended
then-
to never have to touch that Band-Aid. To just let it to pretend like I lived in, Earth 615 where that movie never fucking came out.
damn, his octave changed right there, dude. Maybe we should maybe we'll move it to another movie. I don't want him to hurt Liz.
You know what's gonna happen? I'll tell you what's gonna happen.
Walk out.
He's got the Burger King.
It's
You're
gonna
gonna
be
start
so-
working at Burger King?
It's gonna be like an airplane ride. You know what I'm saying?
You wear a Burger King crown during airplane rides?
You don't know the meme, do you?
No, I don't.
I'll message you later.
Okay. Okay, good. It sounds like it's probably good.
I don't think you understand. You don't see that. You don't see the anger, the frustration. I see the side view of the. Like,
I have the biggest
Oh my
shit-eating
God.
grin right now.
I'm
It's so
scared.
awesome.
I gotta live with it for the next week.
It isn't very long.
No, there's a director's cut. Make them watch the director's cut.
No,
Yeah,
no,
we're
it's
not- that-
good. We're
that's
just
not
gonna-
on Netflix.
We're just gonna watch what we watched. And that's it. It's okay.
But
Yeah,
the
John.
Terrifier came out in 2016, so
I'm
we'll
down
look
to
into-
watch
There was
that,
another
but I don't-
one. There was an Australian movie that I heard that was like traumatic for people to watch that might damage Liz.
Probably Wolf Creek. That's Australian.
Yeah.
No, the one that messed me up was Heredity. Heredity? Yeah, Heredity. That was the last one
Hereditary?
that yes, that one. Where the kid fucking dies in the beginning of the movie fucked me up. I was like, I don't like this movie. I gotta take a shower.
How do you
I
think
feel
I'm gonna get
gross.
out of Ghostbusters,
I
John?
think the last.
We're going nuclear, baby.
I'm trying to think. It's the one with the grandma and the grandparents and the kids.
Grandma's Boy. That was a great movie.
No, the kids go spend the time with their grandparents, and it's the grandparents are all weird and stuff, and tries to get the
Flowers
girl-
in the Attic.
No, that's the M.
Not
Night
the-
Shyamalan Ding Dong
Yeah,
fuckhole
it was-
movie.
I
It's
couldn't
called The
remember-
Visit.
Shyamalan movie,
The
but
Visit.
that one was kind of messed up too.
There we go. Okay, so Liz is
No.
horror, Jaw, and Fuzzy is Shyamalan.
Fuck him. I'll do a segment. We should make a segment where Fuzzy for 10 minutes just gets to say fuck him. Fuck you. Fuck that Shyamalan. Anything that man makes is garbage. I don't give a fuck what you say. That guy is a piece of shit. I hope he trips and falls on his big fucking toe. And it hurts.
Which one do you hate the most?
All of them. There's not
You don't like
the man. Fuck no. I respect it. I respect the movie, but I hate people who come up with stupid endings. That
Well,
pisses me off.
What about Unbreakable? You didn't like Unbreakable?
I enjoyed Unbreakable at the time it came out because I didn't know I was watching a superhero movie, so I did enjoy that part. Like I did like
So
that.
which one's worse, The Village or The Lady in the Water?
The Village, the Village is the catalyst of this whole fucking hatred. Is that's the one that did it. That's like if you had the red pin and the thing, it all started with the fucking Village. That one, because Sixth Sense, the Unbreakable, and Signs. I was like Sixth Sense. I hated. I fucking
Yeah, I didn't like it either.
hate that movie. Unbreakable. I went okay. Like I was like, okay, I'm okay with this. In Signs, same thing. I was like, okay, like this is kind of cool. Like I just didn't dig the whole water thing. But whatever. Okay, like I'm with it. And then fucking The Village comes out, and I'm telling you, dude, I have never embarrassed people in the movie theater that I was with so much at the end of that movie until I saw Fast X. Like I literally was screaming at the fucking theater, going like, "This is horse shit. What am I doing here?" I threw my popcorn at the screen. I fucking threw my soda on the ground. I was pushing people out of the way. I went to the front. I said, "I want double my money back because that shit was garbage." And the guy was
Double
like, "You
my
saw
money
the
back.
whole movie." I was like, "I don't care. I want fucking pain and reparations. All right, this is horrible." And then from then
You
on, it
walked
just
out of the
went
theater with
downhill.
40 acres and a mule.
That's damn right, dude. They fuckers owe me. So if I ever see that dude, I'm not lying. Again, I'm a positive person. I love everybody. But if I see that fucker, I'm gonna spit in his face. I'm gonna hock a fat loogie and spit in his face and be like,
Wow.
"Fuck you, dude. I hate you. I hope you trip and fall on your big toe." That's what I hope.
Good Lord.
So
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 yeah.
next week we're doing Ghostbusters, and the week after that it looks
We're
like The
doing the
Village.
village.
No, no. Holy shit. All right, let's not watch Ghostbusters. Fuck it. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it no more. I don't want to watch it no more. I don't want to watch it. Or fuck it. You know what? No, fuck it. Let's watch it. And then all of a sudden I magically disappear for The Village. I'm just gone. Just like The Village. You won't know the fucking ending until I come. Stupid Village. Now you got me all mad. Fucking M. Night Shyamalan
You guys can't have
cocksucker.
all the fun.
Fucking bastard. Put it
Well,
on.
that's what
Watch
happens
me.
when we started picking grudge movies, man.
That
All right,
was.
no, we'll let you guys have next week of venting, and then fucking just be prepared for when The Village comes. I need at least 15 minutes. That's all I need is 15 minutes just to just and just let it all out. Just let everything out, and know that the camera. I'll be holding the camera, pacing back and forth, and probably hitting shit and screaming at the top of my lungs, and fucking. I gotta warn the neighbors so they don't think I'm killing someone in here. It's gonna be bad.
That's almost worth it.
You should turn your phone the other way. We can see you angry in cinematic scope.
Right.
Shit.
We want it in widescreen.
Oh, yeah. No, fucking, I'm telling you, I'll get a pinata with a face on it and we'll just beat the shit out of it as I tell the fucking story. Cocksucking Shama dickhole.
Well, I don't want to agree to anything just yet. Remember, the point of this is for us to have fun hanging out
Oh,
with each
I'm
other.
grading it at a -30 right off the bat, and I bet you it grows bigger when I see the fucker.
It might be worth it to watch Ghostbusters 2016 just to force that on the fuzz.
That's not nice, dude. I didn't do that. She did that. I didn't do that. Don't blame me for what she did, man. I'm throwing you under
You
the bus,
supported
Liz. I'm
it.
sorry, dude.
You
That's fine.
supported it.
You're not the first
Because I'm
one.
a supportive guy. I'm positive. We just
He's
went over
positive.
this.
He's a
Remember?
people person.
That's what I'm
He
saying.
loves
I
everybody
want,
for everything they do.
and
Except for
yet
Tom
I
Cruise.
get punished for this shit.
I was gonna go the nice route. I'm like, hey, let's watch the original Planet of the Apes. But now, vengeance is mine. No, not vengeance, because I will have seen Ghostbusters 2016. This will be a reckoning.
But you're gonna like it. That's the problem. I already know I'm not gonna
I
like the
promise you, he
Village.
won't.
He
It is
will.
not
I
possible for me
absolutely
to like that
promise you,
movie.
he
I know
won't.
he is. He's gonna go. You're gonna literally look at it and you're gonna go, I love Melissa McCarthy now. She's the greatest.
Those words will never come out of his mouth ever. Any movie whatsoever.
You're gonna watch all her movies after this, dude. Watch it. Just watch. Can't wait to watch you. Oh, I know what I'm gonna. You want to make me watch The Village? Cool, cool. All right, dude. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I got. Oh yeah, I got a Melissa McCarthy movie that all of you are gonna hate.
Oh,
Every one
fuck.
of you
Here
are
we
gonna
go.
fucking say.
Grudge movies need to be every third movie. Okay, so we had blood.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do.
So that means you have to come up with like 2 new movies then, and before we watch Ghostbusters.
Why? Because Bloodsport was a Grudge movie.
No, that was a good. That's a good movie.
So we need to come up with another good movie before we watch Ghostbusters.
Sure.
What
that's kind of a cool rule. So that way we don't burn out on watching shitty movies.
Yeah, we're gonna murder each other.
Right?
I'm down with that.
The channel like just disappears again for a year and a half, a few years.
If I had hair, it would fall out at the end of The Village. I promise you that. That fucking bad of a movie. Stupid Village. Well, then what about?
Thanks, John. I'll remember this. Reckoning.
Did we ever watch The Mist?
Yes.
Yes,
The end of that movie, fuck my life. Oh,
I love that ending. I love
It's a
that
hard
ending.
ending. It's a hard ending.
That's how you do it, dude. That's just the biggest fuck you. That's part of the reason why I love fucking Obsession. I'm like, it's one of those endings too. Here you go. Oh fuck you, no way. Then you like, oh
You know what we should watch? We should watch GoldenEye.
yeah.
View to a
We
Kill.
were talking about James Bond, and all of a sudden, I'm like, you know what? We haven't seen GoldenEye.
GoldenEye is
GoldenEye.
favorite.
Is it old enough?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
20 years old.
Yeah. Ancient.
I like View to a Kill. Just because it's got a cool Duran Duran song in it.
Out of the
gayest
Pierce
thing I've ever heard.
Brosnan's the best one is GoldenEye. Worst one is the world is not enough.
I like that one too.
That's the only reason why that is any good is the fact that Denise Richards is a fucking nuclear scientist
Oh
and
my
her name
gosh.
is Christmas. That's the only thing that's
So
good about that fucking
fucking
movie.
cute. It's
That
so
movie's so bad. As a Bond fan, I remember walking out going like,
Look, that
ooh.
movie when it ends, and of course, he's sleeping with the girl, and he rolls over and he says, "I thought Christmas only comes once a year," and like
Yeah.
the whole
theater.
theater, all the guys are like, "Oh, oh my gosh!"
I love that, dude. I love that shit. That's like literally the thing that's good about that movie. Everything else, you're just like, oh fuck, dude, this sucks.
Oh man.
All right. So I'll pick an Indian movie. I'm trying to go along the lines of I'm looking for things that honestly I'm trying to keep it 2.5 hours max.
I appreciate that.
Right? And when they're 3.5, 4 hours long, it's just like, bro, even if it's good, it's like, damn, dude. I start getting atrophy.
I get up and go smoke. I get up and smoke. I'm like, all right, I gotta pause. I gotta go smoke real quick, dude.
Right? And you're watching a movie and you have to take 3 shits. It's too long.
I don't even have to do that when I watch the Lord of the Rings movies, man. I stick it out.
Shit, not me, man. I run for the hills. Like, fuck
At the
that.
end of it, man, yeah, I got a family of prairie dogs ready to go.
I did notice you were sitting up straighter.
He was trying to look over the mountain where Frodo was, but he's like, is he looking? What's he doing?
Playing nip tuck with Frodo. Oh, brutal. All right, guys. So it looks like fucking Ghostbusters, and then I'll pick an Indian one, and I'm shooting for 2.5 hours max. Let's see. GoldenEye is when I fell in love with Famke Janssen.
Oh yeah, Miss on the top. That's
Xenia
the
on
shit
top.
right there.
Yeah.
He said my favorite is what's still one of my favorite Bond lines when he fucking throws her across the thing, draws the gun on her, and he's like, now, no more foreplay. Dude, I love Bond, dude. He's so bad.
He bites his lip. And he's like,
Mhm.
damn it, what the fuck? I don't know.
All right, guys, it's been real fun times. I'll talk with Anthony. We'll see if he's going to join us anymore, and if not, we're still great. I had a good time. So
Yeah.
for the Comic Lizard, Jaded Geek, I'm Nate the Great. Take us out, Fuzzy.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep those smiles going. Don't let no one hold you down, and have that love, that peace, and that Popeye's grease. Ladies and gentlemen, we out of here. Peace.